Welcome to Chase Me If You Can. It's your boy.
Today's the day, Spider-Man Homecoming. And I'm not talking prom, not talking school dance, homecoming. Alright, today we have our special guest, as always, Devin Dempsey, Blue Beetle. Say hello, Devin.
What's up? How you guys doing? Thanks for having me, Chase.
And then as always, we have Malik Grandison, better known as the Green Arrow. Malik, could you please tell us something?
Hey Chase, back again, and I'm back on point.
Alright, fellas, you already know it. Let's get to it. How was the movie? What did you expect coming into it?
Well, coming into it, I kind of thought it was going to be the typical Marvel movie. We fight the bad guy, we get some burgers afterwards, we have a good laugh, and the evil villain dies. That's what I thought was going to happen.
Coming into the movie, I kind of knew it was going to be lighthearted, considering, like Malik said, it's Marvel, and makes everybody feel good. I'm not going to lie, even me, myself, I wanted to go to Freddy's right after. But we could kind of see how Spider-Man was going to be from Civil War, and that kind of set the tone for this movie, I felt like, about his attitude and, like, his personality-wise. And you see that. I don't want to give off too many spoilers just in case viewers or the listeners haven't seen the movie.
Guys, Marvel does make good movies. We've seen them. We've seen many of them. I like this movie. It made me happy, like they said. I would have went to Freddy's, Brahms, whatever burger place in town. So, anyways, the next thing is, after you've seen it, what would you rate it? What do you feel like the rating should be for Spider-Man Homecoming?
Well, maybe I'm being overly anxious about the movie or too hype about it, but I'd solidly give it a 9. I think it's worth the 9. I think it's a good Spider-Man story. It tells a great story of Spider-Man without being an origin story, but I still feel like he's young and he's still learning how to be Spider-Man, and he's not perfect. And that was one thing I really liked about the movie, is how he didn't pull off his stunts correctly. He wouldn't always do the perfect thing. He wasn't the perfect superhero because he was 15 years old, and it was fun and it was cool.
I'd give it an 8. I went into it giving it a 7.5, but it took me watching Amazing Spider-Man on TV to realize that Tom Holland is a great Spider-Man, probably the best. Like Leek said, he's 15, he's gonna make mistakes, he's foolish, and I kind of like how Tony had that mentor role and in guiding him. He was kind of a douche at times, you could say, but we all know how he is, this character, and I'm just thankful that we didn't have to see Uncle Ben die again. And
True.
That did.
R.I.P. Uncle Ben.
R.I.P. Ben.
And I'm okay with the movie as long as they don't end on a dance battle. So
that goes to you, Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm still disappointed.
8, solid 8, Chase.
Solid 8. I'm giving it an 8.7. I'm very technical with my ratings. I love the movie. It was good. The villain, I like the villain, Michael Keaton. He did an amazing job as Vulture.
Michael Keaton was A1, best Marvel villain by far.
And as Malik said, and I know you were going to say something, Devin, he did not die. So he's coming back. That's what DC does. But no shots thrown. Speaking of DC, a movie flying under the radar, Shazam. Now guys, I like the concept. Shazam, or Billy Batson, I should say. What do you guys think? Is the movie gonna be great? Good? How's The Rock gonna do?
Well, I'm pretty interested to see how The Rock plays Black Adam, being a villain. Usually The Rock is seen as the good guy, the funny guy, the hero, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see what he can do. I'm a little more interested in to see who he's gonna be fighting against, who's going to be Shazam.
That's a good point you brought up, who's going to be Shazam. I feel like Mike from the Stranger Things would be a good fit for that. And for Black Adam, I call me biased, but he'd probably be my favorite character or my favorite person in the movie. Because Injustice 2, that's my guy.
And Black Adam, I feel like he has to be strong, so they had to pick The Rock. But if you're talking about Mike from Stranger Things, I want him to transform into Channing Tatum. It is, I feel like, the best Shazam. But there's other combos. I've said Jason Statham, bald-headed, can't do it.
How many CW fans? Great Value Superman from Supergirl, perfect. I think he would do well.
Well, boys, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but there's only one man who could possibly go from Billy Batson to Shazam. And his name is John Cena. John Cena.
There he is, guys.
The doctor of thugonomics, John Cena. Think about it. Yeah, mate, it's going to be weird because you got two wrestlers in the same movie fighting against each other. But John Cena, he's funny. He's charismatic. Think about the movies he's been in. Great roles. He's very diverse. I think he could pull it off.
Okay, I'm kind of messing with you on this because if you look back at the Marine, action hero, and for comic relief, Trainwreck, he was hilarious.
Hilarious in Trainwreck.
He might have the resume for it. Okay.
And I think to be the Billy Batson to John Cena's, I think you go like opposite. You go, the kid, I don't know if a lot of people have seen this show, Shameless, the kid that plays Carl Gallagher. I think he would be a good, like, opposite of John Cena because he's, like, dirty and he pull off the foster kid look. I think he'd do it.
I can see Carl. Yeah, like Shameless. Good show if anyone hasn't seen it. Malik, what season?
What season, Carl?
Yeah.
I'd probably say early, between the first and the third season.
Okay.
I was gonna say Bruce wasn't so old in the Gotham.
From Gotham?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Man, that would be pretty good, actually.
Okay, I got a sneak attack for you guys. Top 3 CW shows.
Wow. Do we have to list them in an order?
It's like a pop quiz.
It is like a podcast.
Yes. Your first answer is your favorite. So from there on.
I'll start it because I'm sure you guys need a little bit of time to think. But this has been set in my mind from inception of CW shows. Number 1, it's Arrow. Arrow struggled in seasons 3 and 4. But if it had not been for Arrow season 1 and definitely season 2 with Slade, there would be no CW universe. There would be no Flash. There would be no Legends. There definitely wouldn't be no Supergirl. I like Supergirl season 2, but let's think, come on now. Secondly, you gotta go The Flash. The Flash has been chasing, he's been chasing Arrow since they started. They had some very strong seasons. The one thing about Flash, though, he's always fighting a speedster. And like,
Every time.
you have Gorilla Grodd, make him a main villain. Bring Stark back, bring back Captain Cold, make him a main villain.
Bring
Like,
back Mark Hamill.
He's got a lot of rogues. He shouldn't be fighting a new speedster every season.
They are playing that out, all these speedsters. And even in the other Earth, what do you see when Gypsy interacts with a speedster?
A speedster.
We know it's the Flash, but come on.
Yeah. And to round out my top 3, it's kind of weird because I'm just going in order of what show came out. And Arrow was first, Flash was second. Legends of Tomorrow. Legends of Tomorrow is amazing.
These are your top 3.
These are my top 3 CW
Top 3.
shows.
You hear it. Everyone, you heard it. Top 3 Malik. Arrow,
Like-
Flash.
Don't get me wrong. I love The 100. I like Jane the Virgin. I like Riverdale. I really do like those 3 shows a lot. And I mean, if this was like a top 5 or something, they would definitely be fighting for it. But I gotta stick with what drew me to CW in the first place. It's the superhero shows. They set the groundwork. They made CW what it was.
You're pretty good picks. For my one, throw it way back. Supernatural, like Leek said, got me in the CW.
Supernatural is an OG CW.
But, Jensen Ackles and Jason Padalecki, they do wonders on that show. Just everybody wants to watch a show. Well, not everybody, because it's for the faint of heart. Zombies and vampires and demons. I mean, most people don't like that, but I love it and I recommend it. They have like 12 seasons.
Too many seasons for me. I'm sorry.
I stopped in season 8. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't keep up, but that's still in its prime. It was probably the best CW show. That's one for me.
That's a lot to say. That's a big honor for a show that you would like. So that says a lot about Supernatural.
Yeah. It's pretty
It
good.
got me to CW, and I didn't watch Arrow, like highly praised, but I watched the crossovers. That's about it, though. Well, my number 2 is The Flash, the best show, the best superhero show on the CW. And y'all know about Barry Allen, saves the day every time. A man died tonight. That hurts his soul, and it hurts you too. And don't get me started on all the deaths and all the tragic things that happen, like with Iris.
It's pretty. It brings a lot of feelings.
It does. Just same with the 100 too. But for my number, I'm gonna stop stalling, guys. For my number 3 show,
Deep breath. It's tough.
It's tough.
Throw Legends.
I don't think he's feeling Legends so much.
The 100.
I'm gonna go with the Dells.
Riverdale. Sleeper
Hey.
alert.
People, and you may think we're crazy, you've not seen Riverdale. It's good. That's all I'm gonna say. You have to watch it though.
Even I say it's good, but these guys hated on me for liking Jane the Virgin in the last episode. So
Oh my! It's called Jane the Virgin.
it's a great story and it's a great concept and it's hilarious.
How she have a kid if she's a virgin?
Sorry to spoil you guys out there, but if you haven't seen Jane the Virgin, I'll let you, maybe you guys have been saying, hey, maybe it's not for me. How is she even a virgin and she has a kid? She goes in for a regular checkup. I think it was like a pap smear or something. I'm not a woman, so I don't know what this stuff is. But she went in for a pap smear and the doctor or whatever mistook her for a woman that was getting artificially inseminated with her boyfriend, and so that's how she got pregnant.
So classy.
So they hit her with the okie doke, gave her another person's treatment.
Yeah, I mean, leave it to the medical experts. Always mixing stuff up. We've seen it before in real life. I wouldn't be surprised if it's happened in real life.
I guess the story behind that I could see it working. I might try it out someday. I don't know.
And I mean, she has a boyfriend at the time. He's upset, and then she knows the guy whose sperm it was.
Everything.
So yeah, so it's crazy and so much drama that doesn't even involve pregnancies or kids or nothing. It's murders involved. Like, whoa, it's a sleeper show.
Have you guys noticed the trend? Every CW show has murder in it, no matter what it is.
Man died tonight. Somebody gotta die tonight.
They like the more dark look, but they keep it so lighthearted. Well, the Flash does. Arrow they catch at least
Arrow
3
caught
bodies.
like 100 bodies first season.
Yeah, first season.
And let's not talk about off screen. But I mean, this is your show, Chase. But I hate to take the reins. What's your top 3?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let's grill.
All right, we'll bring the grill out. Let's get it going. All right, we're gonna cook a little. First, I have to go Arrow. Malik introduced me to it. I didn't like it at first, but you watch it, it's good.
You didn't even watch the CW before that.
I never watched the CW until Arrow. Devin, watch Arrow. My second show, I'm going with The 100. I like this last season a lot because the ending, and Malik hasn't finished, so I'm not going to spoil anything. But the ending was great. You guys will see. And then my third and final show, I have to go with. It's a split, but I gotta go with Flash because Flash is my ish. I love it. And Barry, I don't know. This Barry, we all know should be the real Flash. Ezra Miller.
Yes, yeah. No knock on Ezra Miller. I haven't got nothing against the guy. Grant Gustin is the Flash. He's Barry Allen. Just make Ezra Miller Wally West or something. Grant Gustin is the Flash. I'm sorry.
And it'll be so easy to transfer him from the TV verse to the movie verse.
He travels through multiverses.
And
he travels through the multiverse himself.
And then Wally could be the Flash. Perfect.
Best Flash villain in the CW series.
In the CW series?
Sorry, just the four seasons we saw.
The Flash.
Yep.
Oh, best villain.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to go with Zoom. Only because one of his scenes in the coffee shop when he snapped everybody's neck.
That was
less
pretty
than
savage.
2 seconds.
That was really savage.
I was like,
you knew he was about business when he did
after
that.
He did that, I was
Yeah.
like, can't mess around with him. Like, he about his stuff.
Well, I complained about speedsters earlier, so I'm not going to go with the speedster. I got to say, the coolest guy out, Captain Cold, Mr. Leonard Snart.
Ooh.
He's my favorite villain. He's not necessarily malicious or anything, but he's cunning, he's really decisive, and he's really smart. But he has like an honor code with him, so that I really, not only do I like him as a villain, I respect him at the same time.
All right, so my favorite Flash villain has to be the man in yellow, Eobard Thawne. He is a beast. I mean, talk about villain. He shaped Barry. Barry is who he is today because of him. Am I lying?
That's facts. That's facts. I can't argue with that.
So it has to be Eobard. Well, tick tock, tick tock. The time has ended. Thank you for joining us. Next time, tune in, and you don't know what we'll be talking about, but it's gonna be even better than this.
Wrap it up, then.
Out.